guys and girls, Toaster here, bringing another episode of FTB's Direwolf20. We are up to episode 34 already, and we're going to do some more Draconic evolution, taking it nice and slow and explaining it all and getting all the good stuff. So we've got some fun things to do today. And it might go over a little bit. Might go over our standard 20-ish minutes. So we'll see. But we want to do lots of fun things. What have we? Well, for one thing, I have turned on the floodgates with the iron here. I was running kind of low. I had 100 blocks, and we're up to 640 now. This guy's cranking away, getting us plenty of Yellorium. I've done some things like processed a little bit more of our Draconium, so we now have almost 2,000 bricks of that. These things were filling up, these black quartz, so I put a void, basic housekeeping stuff, because I've got my my core running over there. But we're going to do some other kind of coring here in a episode or two. We're just going to need to. But in the meantime, we're going to do some more Draconic evolution. And so first thing is we're going to use a lot of these today. So I'm going to make a stack, and very straightforward. All the good stuff that we know and love. We're just going to let that guy crank away. And we are also then going to we want a bow. We want this Draconic bow. And so it's pretty straightforward to get this bow. We just upgrade the bow of the Wyvern. Well, with some stuff here, we have some Awakened Draconium now, but we need this bow first. And this is very straightforward. We need one of these, right? So that's nice and simple. And we just have a regular bow. I don't know if I have one in there. I surely don't. Hold on. Let me get one of those. And lastly is we need that ultra special Wyvern energy core, which is very straightforward to make as well. So now we have this bow. What does it do? Well, it needs arrows. And see, it's charging in our inventory. We can have our ultra secret, not that one. It's I forgot. I forgot what my, no, it wasn't that. Okay, let's see what our hotkey is. Let's see, Draconic. Right there, it is apostrophe. All right, in this playthrough, we have apostrophe, so we can bring that up. And we have our base damage, which is already at 2.0. Auto fire is on or off. Magnification, sure, we'll jack up the magnification. That is so that it zooms in if we were to have arrows. So let's grab some arrows and see how it zooms in. That's all the further it gets. All right, so it does require arrows at this point. So we're going to put those away. We don't want those. We want something like the infinite arrow ability, right? And so that is, I think it was Ender Pearls. Yes, it is. So we just need one of those. So, okay, we now have our bow of the Wyvern with infinity. So I can just shoot away as much time as I want, like a standard bow. But as of right now, it does less damage than our dark bow. Without taking you to show that, I'll just you'll have to trust me. And oh, it is dark. Let's go try it out. Let's go try it out real quick. And so right here, if we could actually hit him. There, see, it's not a one hit. We'll get kind of close to this guy and see. Yeah, see, it's not a one hit at all. Nor is it two hit or a three hit. Yeah, so we got to do something about that. It's definitely not up to our snuff. We need to do better. So we're going to do some infusing or fusion crafting. With each of these items here, all of the Wyvern, all of the Draconic, there are upgrades. And this has changed in 1.10. There is RF capacity, which applies to our bow here. There is arrow damage, draw speed, and arrow speed. All of those will affect our damage, with the exception of draw speed. That's just kind of more of a nicety. Allows us to shoot. It increases our DPS, our damage per second, but doesn't increase each additional shot. So let's start with, we're going to ignore RF capacity for right now. We're going to do arrow damage first. So if we look, what does it take to make arrow damage? Remember, I told you we're going to need a lot of these Draconic cores. We should be able to make that. So that's the first step. Now, if we right click on this, it actually shows us the different levels. Now, spoiler, we're going to be doing all of these, so we'll need 1, 2, and 3 plus the RF. So there's 4. So we're going to want 4 of all of these. All right. So that is that's the first tier. That is the basic tier. All right. And so each of these will increase for the first tier. Then we move on to the second tier. It's going to take another star per Draconic core per. So this will be 4 times 2. and 4 times 2, and 4 times 1, and so on, all right? Then we might move up to the Draconic, but the Draconic takes this Awakened Core. The Awakened Core is a fusion crafting of a Nether Star with a whole bunch of Awakened Draconium. Now we have that and a bunch of these Wyvern cards. Now you see why we need a lot of Nether Stars. Each of those requires that. So let me gather up all the material and I'll come back and I'll show you how we're going to do this. Okay guys, I have 8 golden apples, 8 diamonds, 8 Eyes of Ender, and 8 Draconic Core. Because if we look at the uses of this, right, I need 2 for each of these. All right, so I just gathered up all those plus only 1 of these. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2. That's going to be all for the first tier. So let's go downstairs. We now have a great big battery pack down here. And this does 150,000 RF per tick that it can transfer to here. Instead of the conduits at 20,000, instead of the power cells at 30,000, instead of the dimensional transceivers at 40,000, this does 150,000 RF per tick transferring into here. Therefore, it's going to be much, much faster. Now, the most efficient way to do this, we're going to move all this out of the way so we have room for this, is that we're going to need to do this. Remember the recipe, it shows that there are 1, 2 of these, okay? So we have to put them in 2, in twos like this, okay? So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to load this up. So 4 of them, and then 4 of them, 4 of them, and then 4 and 4. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Doesn't matter where you put these. And then lastly is we're just going to need all 4 of these because that was the single recipe. So we're just going to do all 4 of these in a row. Okay, so now the first one we're going to do is we're going to do this. And then what we do is we put our bow in here and we hit start. So now it matches. All I need is 2, but I've got 8 of them in here, remember? So I need 2, got 8, but we can just do these over and over again. So that's charging up a lot quicker than what would normally happen. And so all good. And we should see, yeah, it's holding steady because remember, we've got deep in there. there's a power cell in there charging it up. Oh, and let's, in fact, hold on. Let me grab that and let's accelerate that. Shoop. Takes a lot longer to display than it does to finish. All right, so now we have 4 attack damage, 1 attack damage, and if we look at our apostrophe here, we pick that guy. Now we have, instead of 2, we can go all the way up to 4. So that just doubled our damage right there. Right there. That's the first upgrade. Okay, so now what we do is we can, let's go ahead and remove this. Okay, so we'll keep it straight. We've already done this. We'll put that up there. So now we've done draw speed. Well, that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We have to do all of these. We put this back in here, and then we just hit start again, and we wait for it to charge up. Very straightforward. We just go through and do each of these. So we have arrow speed next. We have arrow, this is the one we already did, arrow damage. So we have arrow speed next, and then we'll do RF capacity. All right, so let's finish this one up. All right, so I can put that right back in there. Upgrade has been applied. Okay, so we'll take that one out. Put this up here somewhere. Doesn't really matter. Let's now put in arrow speed. Okay, get that. Keep those straight. Keep those straight. See how loading them all up, it makes it very, very quick and painless when you get all your resources for each of the items for this first level. Then we'll go back and do the second level and maybe even the third level. Depends. We got to do some heavy duty crafting for that. Okay. So let's speed that up, nice and quick. Put that right back in there. And last one is we're going to do this here. So take that out, put that one in, and this should be the last one. There should only be 1 of each left in there. We hit start on that. Okay, we speed that up, and we are done. So now we have a lot more RF. Now it holds, instead of 4 million, it holds 16 million RF. Excellent. Let's go. Oh, not that one, it's that one. So now what we're able to do is this is all the way up. Auto fire, let's turn that on. Magnification is all the way up. Arrow velocity modifier. So this affects your damage and distance. So we want to turn that all the way up. And explosion power will really increase the RF per tick that it uses, or per shot, I mean. But it also destroys land. So we don't necessarily want to turn that on. Use that sparingly. Now, in the top left, I have purposely turned that up or turned down the fade amount so you can see it's now using 25,000 RF per tick. So see, if I go back to it, you can actually see it. It's brighter and then it kind of fades out, but I've left that on so you can actually see what it does. Okay, I'm over here in the nether and let's try out our bow speed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bow damage is pretty good, and it's fairly fast. I mean, it's oops, it's so sensitive with this zoomed in. All right, one shot, one kill. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, but we want more. Let's go back and add more. Okay, so we now have the next tier, Nether Star, and so in case you forgot, all we have to do is just go here to Wyvern. So 2 Nether Stars, 2 Draconic Core, 2 Emerald, and 1 Wyvern Core. Wyvern Core is the expensive one, remember, with the Nether Stars. So I have 8, 8, 8, and 4. Same as we did before, just a little bit different ingredients. So what we're going to do is we can leave the RF one on there. And so let's go down here and we'll put these 2, all right? Just split them because there was 2 in the recipe. We split them. There were 2 in the recipe of Nether Stars. Doesn't matter where we put these. Emeralds. And then a single Draconic or Wyvern Core, and so we'll do that. And so that is the recipe. So I should be able to now put the Wyvern Bow in here, and it will then take it up to the next tier. So let me crank through all 4 of these, and I will bring you back at the end. We are now all the way upgraded to Wyvern level. We have RF capacity, arrow damage, arrow speed, and draw speed, all at the Wyvern level. Now that's as far as we can go at the Wyvern level. So let's take a look here. You notice the basic is alternating between Wyvern and Draconic. All right, same thing with the Wyvern level. But as soon as we get to the Draconic level, we now have to either upgrade the bow or we stop right there. So let's stop right there because let's just see how well this bow does. Now, we've already seen that 1 shots at the previous level, at the basic level. The Wyvern level should be even better. We got tons of RF. It's fully charged up. And if you recall, let's go into our backpack here. We have this old bad boy here. This will, let's show the different modes of that. If I shift right click, it will charge our armor, charge our handheld items, or both. And so, or inactive, right? So we do want it to do charge handheld items. That's all we have. We're still in dark steel armor, and frankly, I like that because of the night vision, right? So for now. So we're gonna leave this in our inventory, and that'll help give extra juice to our bow. And let's go do something. Let's go do something a little more taxing than pigmen in the nether. We are going to go kill the dragon. Well, wait, we've already killed the dragon, right? That's how we got the heart. Well, here's how you resurrect the dragon. You need these N crystals, all right? N crystals are a Nether Star, gas tier, and a whole bunch of glass panes. Just in case we don't have enough, let's make a bunch of that, and should have plenty of gas tiers, should have plenty of Nether Stars now. We're going to need 4 of these, all right? So, oh, and we're just out of gas tiers, so we're going to have to go do something about that. But let's take these and go to the end. The pedestal in my base takes me here. All right, good. Okay, so all we have to do is we have to go over here to our center pedestal, and you'll notice that there are 4 sides to it, and you can place them down anywhere. Now it looks nice and pretty right in the center, right? Center of the side, but you could also place them here or, you know, on the close side, and it will spawn the dragon. And he always spawns right up there. That's going to be very loud. Let's turn that way down. All right, so I can talk over him. Okay, so that is resurrecting the crystals. And the typical regime goes here is you know, kill the crystals and stuff, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go up here where the dragon spawns. Where is he? I hear him. And there he is. And we are going to shoot him with the crystals intact. And we're not going to give him a chance to heal. And so with this upgraded bow, we're going to stay ahead of him healing. And that should be enough to kill him. Once we get the Draconic level, that'll be much better, right? That'll allow us to kill him much faster. And there we go. That's it. Done. We just we resurrected him and killed him with this bow. And that heart will come to us. And we can go over here and we can collect the next dragon egg. And there we go. Get a little bit of experience for it. It's not, the same 80, 60 to 80 levels from before. But yeah, that's it. That's it. And we've already got the heart in our inventory. See, it just comes to you. And then you can hop back home. And that's it. That's it. How cool is that? So yeah, that's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. So we got to do something about gas tiers. Yeah, we got plenty of everything else, but we're going to need to do this a lot. The other thing is that we might want to do some clever RF Tools Dimension stuff to make a world with dragons in it. That would be pretty neat. Yes, we are going to work towards that because we're going to need a whole heck of a lot of dragons. Well, in particular, those hearts. So, all right, next thing is we should definitely upgrade to the Draconic level of the bow, but that's going to require a whole bunch of stuff. So let me gather up the stuff that we need for that to get this up to the Draconic level. Okay, I have what we need for the first component. First component is Awaken Core, and that requires 4 of these Wyvern cores. Those are the ones with the Nether stars, and 5 of the Draconian, Awaken Draconian. So we have each of those. So let's go downstairs and let's make this. And so remember the spread tactic. So we're going to spread all 5 of these out, okay? And it has to go. Now, ideally, what you do is you make multiple of these at once. But it's okay. We don't need to make a bunch right now. We're just doing one at a time so as to not overwhelm. So we need that. And then the other thing was a Nether star. Forgot that. There we go. Nether star. Okay. And so that is how we get that core. We put this in here and it says start. Now this is going to be, a good size amount. Let's see, how much was that? Draconic, right there. And then this was 9 million. So it's not horrible. It's not horrible. And yeah, it goes pretty quick. Let's get this ready and speed that up. Takes forever. All right, now we have the Draconic, or the Awakened Core. That's what it's called. So we have the Awakened Core. And so let's go back over here and see what our bow takes. It takes 1 of these Draconic energy cores and 2 Awakened Draconium ingots. So if we go to @Draconic, so I've already made 1 of these, and we need 2 of those, and that should be it, right? 1, 2, plus this, plus this. It's only 4. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do this. And let's get down here. And so these 2 do need to be separated, right? Because the recipe showed them separate. And then lastly is this guy right here. And we will do that. Oh, we're going to have to upgrade the pedestals. But we only have to upgrade 4, which is really cool. So we're going to need an Awakened Draconium block, a couple of these. And let's see, because we're going to need 4 of these. So we're going to need 4 Awakened Draconian blocks, which we're not going to have. So we're going to have to make some Awakened Draconian first, but we just got a heart. So let's gather this stuff to do that. My goodness, this is crazy. Okay, for Awakened Draconian, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, right? And a heart. And of course, we're going to need 4 of these Draconian blocks. So I have 2 hearts, so we're going to need 12 and 8 of these. So I have 12, 8 of these, 2 hearts. I went and killed one off camera end of last episode. So yeah, so let's go do that. Okay, yep. We're gonna have to undo everything we did. Not a problem, not a problem. We're gonna just roll with the punches here. And then we're going to, oh, I don't have my pickaxe down there. Let's get that down there. And we're gonna just take 4 of these guys. That's all we really need. 3 and oh no, you know what? We have 8 here. We're gonna have to do 1 at a time. 1 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can do 2. We can take off 2. Not a problem. There we go. Oops. There we go. So let's get that out, and we're going to put that in there. I don't know. Let's try with 8 in here, and then we're going to clear all of this out. All right. So that's from the other stuff. This will have to be. Remember, there's what, 6 of them. So we're going to have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the hearts go in here. Okay, let's see. Is it ready? Yes, it is ready. And I think it'll only do one at a time, but that's okay. Now, this is the big whopping 350 million, remember? So it'll take a while. 350 million. Now, the good thing is that this bad boy is, 500 million. So it should put a significant dent in here. And then if we go look up here, this one is a 150 million. And look, it's draining quite quickly at 150,000 RF per tick, which is great, That's much better than the 20,000 for the conduits, much better than the 30,000, much better than the 40,000, and it's cranking along, right? So I'll bring it back. Oh, I forgot to show you a cool trick. If you want to automate this, you can use a hopper. So we put a hopper on the top. We can load our items in here, and that will just automatically feed in there. And then we can put our hopper down here, and we'll suck it out when it's finished. And then you can add a redstone clock here, and it will automatically start. That. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's what's awesome. Now, I am getting a ton of lag because, oh my goodness, this guy's flashing. That's a known thing. So hold on. Let me set this to out. Yes, there we go. Now that feeds that. All right, we're back to normal. Whew. Okay, so that will automatically finish, and you'll see I've already finished 2 of these, and that will just automatically complete each of these and suck them out, and they will end up down here. Now I could end up in a chest or whatnot, but it's fine. If it ends up in a hopper, that's good enough for me. So let me speed that along. And you can see that ended up in there, and we've got another one already ready. So there you go, simple automation of Draconic Evolution fusion crafting. Pretty cool. All right, let me bring it back. And the last one is finished. Yay! Okay, so what were we doing? We were upgrading this guy. So let's try uses. Yeah, there we go. So we have the Draconic Energy Core, 2 of the Draconium ingots, and Awakened Core. Whew, that was a temporary hiatus. That's what we were doing. There we go. All 4 of those should now get us the ability to do our bow. And we have to use these because this is the next tier. And we'll put our bow in there, and we're ready to start. Oh, that's right. It's already started. I didn't even get a chance to hit it because our redstone clock started it. Beautiful. That'll be nice and quick. Let's just wait for it. All right, and speed that up. And we're done. Sweet. Now we have the Draconic Bow. And of course, it needs power, which we aren't getting any power right now out of this. Is it charging up? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. It just wasn't it's good now. It's good now. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go kill some gas, and just temporarily we're going to get some end crystals, and we're going to try out our new bow. Be right back. I was pretty successful. I have a whopping 8. All right, it's not whopping, but got a little draconium dust. Accidentally got some netherrack with me, and I picked up a ghast for future use. I want to see. I thought I had already done that, so I bet I did. Ghast, wither skeleton, blaze. No, I didn't. Good. All right, so we have 8 of these ghast tiers. What can they make? Nope. Click here, then usage, and we should be able to find our end crystals right here. So let's make 8 of them. Should be able to put those right there and make 8 of them. And we're out of class points. Well, guess what? So when I upgraded, it lost its upgrades. So when we made it Draconic, it lost its upgrades. So I brought them back up to Wyvern. Any higher than that, it requires me to upgrade the pedestals even more. So let me just recharge these guys. And frankly, I don't need that much. Don't really need that much. Okay, good enough. Let us then adjust the settings on here. Now we should have a whole bunch of new stuff. Well, a couple new things. So the Arrow of Draconic Fire allows you to use energy instead of ammunition or arrows. I have already put infinity on this, so I don't have to use that. So it'll decrease the amount of power. So right now, 20,000, right, for it per shot. If I turn this on, it is now 614,000, so 30 times the amount. So we just don't have that high of level of, oops, not that one, that one. We don't have that high level of power yet that we can carry with us. I just don't want to worry about it, right? So infinity, very easy. Now we can go up from 3 all the way up to 7. Auto fire, of course, we'll leave that on. Magnification, this is where it was before, and so I don't know. Let's give it just a hint more, maybe a hint more, like that much. Shockwave power. This does more damage to entities than an equivalent explosion, but without damaging blocks. Heck yeah, we would love that. Now let's just see what we are. We're at 40,000 right now. All right, so let's see what turning that on does to our power. Now this I can get behind. Oh my gosh, 1.6 million, all right? And this holds 128 million. So that's less than 1.6, so that's less than 100 shots before we run out. So maybe 60, 70, 80 shots, something like that. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, so it actually wouldn't even allow me to do that until I turn this on. So there we go. There's the 50 million per shot. It holds 128, so we get 2 shots. That's it. That's all we get. Yeah, we might need to bump that up. Bump up our power before we can actually leverage those two. Arrow velocity modifier, absolutely. And explosion power, I tested this and it doesn't seem to hurt the dragon anymore with explosion. It just does an AoE for other mobs, so it doesn't help us with killing the dragon. So yeah, we should be good. I would like to turn this on. I don't know. We'll try it. Maybe we'll try it with and without. So let's head on over. Let's make sure we have everything. We've got our end crystals here. We got a sword just in case we need it. We got our way back, and we should be good to go. Okay, here we go. And we are back, and we're gonna need some armor soon. I want to fly faster. Yeah, we love flying fast. Okay, so you can put these down anywhere you want. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got a little crystal, or I mean our dragon egg collector here. So it should land. This is where the other one was. Should land right here on top of this torch and bounce right off. If not, I have the piston already ready to set up. So we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. We're going to ignore the end crystals and we're going to kill this dragon now with a even more souped up bow. Now, frankly, it's got the same level of upgrades, but we are a higher level. Let's see here. Is he there yet? There he is. Yeah, magnification level feels good. Let's see if I can actually get him. There we go. Oh yeah. So look how fast that was. That was so quick. So quick. And there's that. Let's see. Did we get an egg on this time? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yes, it popped, but you notice how the piston's gone. Oh, thanks, Gay. Thanks. Let me make sure we get you out of here. So yeah, that's it. That's it. We got the egg. We got, give it a second. We should be able to get that heart. Wait for it to come zooming to us. Shoop. And it's in our inventory. All good. There we go. We can hop back home. So how was that, guys? That's pretty awesome. So in a few, I mean, it's been a while. It's been it has been a little bit for me. It's not horrible though. It hasn't been horrible. There's been some off-camera stuff, things like, you know, making or going out and getting gas tiers and so on. But ultimately, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. We have just made a really efficient dragon killer because we're gonna need to do that a lot. And we're going to need to do a lot of the crafting down there. So I'm going to go off, but in between episodes, I'm going to go make some of our core stuff, like that, those Awakened Draconian blocks and so on. We're going to need some of that to do some of our next stuff. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is another deep dive. We are at level 200 now. What does that mean? Well, in the whole traditional university, 101, that's, your first tier. Second tier is, your Draconic, which is like the 200 series. Yeah, we're at the 200 series. So leave a like for the 200 series, guys. And if you're new to the series, I'd appreciate a subscribe, grow on my channel. And we need those. We need subscriptions and views and all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.